Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday I brought you a combo tutorial video with any two warriors, and as much as I'd love to give you an actual deck profile, I woke up this morning and another channel actually already did a deck profile. Now, instead of giving you kind of a double of the actual deck itself, I'm going to bring you a different deck, as you probably saw in the title, but I also want to give credit to Author Gaming. I'll have their link in the description of the video to their combo to their deck profile, because our builds are about 4 cards off. In his build he ran things like Spell Striker, I believe is the name of the card, whereas I run like a Marauding Captain. So check out his deck. It is pretty much exactly what I would be bringing to you, and but in light of that, I also want to bring you one of my favorite decks I've been playing with so far, and that is Infernity Dark Warrior. With Infernity Barrier coming off the ban list, I wanted to mess around with Infernities, and I didn't realize just how awesome this deck was with the Dark Warrior core. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to start with the Infernity cards. Infernity Archfiend at 1, 3 Necromancer, and an Infernity Patriarch. This setup is pretty standard. The Patriarch is nice and you could do without it, but it also is an extender. It's a Dark Fiend, which allows you to bring out Archfiend from Summon Sorceress. It's really, really nice. Stygian Street Patrol. It's a great card. You can bring it out from deck with Summon Sorceress, which is going to be your main target. And then it could special summon either Archfiend or Necromancer from hand to get the combos going. Archfiend Heiress is a way to get Archfiend to hand to special summon it. Destrudo, Armageddon Knight, Dark Griffer. Unfortunately, these guys, you have to run one of them. But we do run a Warrior Core just to get things going with Isolde. We run this Neo Space Connector, Aqua Dolphin, and then for PKs, because this is basically an Infernity PK deck, I do run a 3-2-1 ratio of the PKs. This is really, really nice, gets things going, and is a fantastic backup if you can't do your full combo, which this deck does very, very consistently. Then you are running a small danger engine. You're running 6 of them, 3 Sneck, 3 Nessie, and 3 Jackalope. Really nice, allows you to go really far into the combos. You'll see a card in the extra deck, which is extra spicy to help you get out Tsuchinoko from nowhere. That is it for the monsters. This isn't a 60 card deck, and I didn't really count before I brought this to you, which I should have, but it's hovering somewhere around 50. It might be just a little bit less. Alright. For the traps, Brigadine, 3 Fogblade. 3 Fogblade's really nice. This deck, it can U-Link, but its purpose is to combo out and build a board that is really hard to out. And you're searching 2 Fogblade, 2 Barrier every single time. Speaking of 2 Barrier, only playing 2 Barrier because it's not very often you can add 3 of them. On top of that, I'm playing 2 Break just because this is a really good utility card. I tried the deck without Break, and I just felt myself really wanting to have Break very often. It's live as soon as you start comboing, and as soon as you use one Infernity Barrier, both Breaks are available. Or if you have to discard one, the other one is live. So it's live more often than not. But yeah, that's it for the traps. Really like this lineup. I really like 3 Fogblade in here. Now for the spells, 3 Allure of Darkness, just to help dig through the deck. Pretty self-explanatory. 3 Instant Fusion. Extender, Monster Reborn, Succession, Broken with the Infernity Core, and for another revival we've got Infernity Launcher, pretty standard. Foolish Burial to help start combos and reinforcements of the army. Then you've got your equip spells. I'm playing 5 of them. You can still combo if you draw 1 or 2 of them. It's really, really nice. But yeah, that is it for the main deck. Very streamlined, and I really like the way that the deck plays. I'm still testing out the Power Tool Dragon build of it. I'm not sure how much I like that over this particular build, just because it bricks more often, things like Mare and whatnot. But yeah, I'm still testing that out, and if in the future I find a combo that particularly includes Infernities, I'll go ahead and do a deck or a combo tutorial video on that. So we have Ragin for the instant fusion target. Then for the Ixies, you have just 3 of them. Levier, Break Sword, and King of the Feral Imps. King of the Feral Imps is really nice because you could just overlay and then add Snake to hand, which is a level 3, which you can allow you to go into Levier. Levier is really nice to go into in this deck because it gets you everything. Break Sword, I've found myself wanting a card if I go second to help break boards, and this does it really, really nicely. It also helps extend if you really need it to. Things like if you have enough extenders to summon something to their side of the field off Summon Sorceress, you could use this to pop it to go into a rank 4, which is this card right here. Just random things that you could do. Lots of utility going first and going second. You're not going to bring it out as much going first, but it's really nice to have. Levier, basically the linchpin of the deck. If you've ever played Infernities, you know how good and important it is. Sometimes I almost won't even want 2, but it doesn't really come up that often. For the Xyz, Underclock Taker, arguably the best card in the deck. The Nightmare package, we've got Cerberus Phoenix Unicorn, and actually I should probably add to that Griffin. A lot of the time, so these guys are just utility, but a lot of the time you're going to be ending on Griffin. Really, really easy to end on Griffin that isn't pointing to anything. It's kind of one of the main plays of the deck. It is so common to go 2 Barrier, 2 Fogblade, ending on a Griffin and a Rusty Bardish and an Archfiend on board. That's all, like almost every single game if you go uninterrupted. I've also done that board through an Ash Blossom on the Isolde, so really great. Summon Sorceress, Rusty Bardish, Trigate. This is kind of a backup plan. Really easy to go into like a 1 Barrier, 2 Fogblade plus Trilink Trigate. Borreload to out big things. Saryuja, the other most important card in the deck. You're going to basically go into this every game because it's really important to be able to add, let's say, Necromancer to hand, and then you could use Saryuja to special summon Necromancer to go into Archfiend to add Barrier, or, you know, any sort of your, 30, combo string play lines type of thing. Isolde, really great card in the deck. So, pretty self-explanatory. As long as you have Isolde and Summon Sorceress, then and anything that can dump something from deck, then these degenerate combos will be available. But that is it. I've been playtesting, and it takes a lot of practice. My suggestion is that if you're going to practice with this deck, do a lot of practicing. The other day I thought that I completely bricked. I even sent a picture to my friend. And then I played it out, and it actually wound up being a Griffin plus like 4 negates. So sometimes even when you think you brick, you actually really don't. And the Infernity cards add lots and lots of utility. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, any improvements that can be made on the deck, again, I'm going to be testing with Power Tool Dragon, and I may bring another combo video or deck profile if I find that that's better. But in the meantime, I don't think it is, because this has been extremely consistent for me. But yeah, any questions, leave it in the comments. I want to get you guys' opinion on this. Again, check out Ather Gaming, who just posted a Dark Warrior deck profile. I was going to, but I didn't want to do doubles of the deck. So check them out. Links in the description. Thanks.